This season hasn't gone the way we planned. But tonight, we've got an opportunity to affect the playoff race. These guys need the win, and we're standing in their way. So this game means something. And I intend to go out. Spoiler alert.
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. In for the Thunder. The Jazz also changing it up. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Gobert. Burks comes in for Hood, and Freak subbed in for Shelvin Mack. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Favors is out there with Booker, and it's Figueroa in at the 1. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And Ibaka kicks to Roberson. Back to Ibaka. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Utah leading by 11. Burks dishes to Freak. And Utah another 3.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against Houston.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. Roberson the pass to Ibaka. 5 to shoot. Down low, here's Adams. And it's Freak with the rebound. Utah has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. 55 seconds left to play in the first. Durant dishes to Roberson. Durant against Favors. And then Durant with the dunk.
Look at this man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
Well, it might be humiliating for a defender, but it feels oh so good on the flip side.
Yeah, get him in the Paratroopers Club and then take advantage of it.
Let's go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Freak with it. The tray. That's good. Freak's got 11 points.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand. Hard to imagine growing up in such a... Changes. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Andre Robertson in for Russell Westbrook. And so in the game for the Jazz, Figueroa in at 2-guard. Hayward out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And it's Gobert in at the 5.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge game. He had 21 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
.121 left in the first half. Robertson can't hit. Jazz leading by 5 in transition. Here come the Jazz.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
To the paint, here's Durant. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Figueroa the pass to Mack. Here's Hayward. Again, the Jazz score.
And after his last game, you're really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Robertson kicks to Durant. Durant drawing. The double team. Adams against Gobert. Here's Robertson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Roberson's got 6.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Here's Figueroa. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's a close game as we wrap.
Well, Kevin, obviously
All right, listen up, everybody.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get. Mitch McGary's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Robertson. Utah also making some changes. Alec Burks checked in for Rudy Gobert. Freak comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Burke in for Sheldon Mack. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Payne out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's McGary in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Burke kicks to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Burke dishes to Freak. Hayward goes in. Pass to Freak. Puts it up from 15. The shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Burks kicks to Freak. from downtown. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three. You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
Jazz trail by 3. Burke, the pass to Figueroa. Can't tie it up as that one misses. 3 on 3. Westbrook with it. Out defended by Freak. Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Tops in scoring, 9th in assists. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Kicks it to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Figueroa. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. Jazz making a switch here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Shelvin Mack is out there with Freak, and it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. To the middle, deflects the pass. Durant. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a performance from Durant here. He has 20 points and 8 dimes. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
And the 3 off target from Figueroa.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Mack dishes to Freak. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Freak's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half. They can't guard us on the
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Jazz trail by 5.
Got it. Ball inside.
There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. He got right to the cup using that screen. And that's now 10 points for Derek Favors. Outside Westbrook. Here's Roberson. Clock at 6. From about 19 feet. And the shot is long.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. They have got to get a hand in his face. I mean, he's unconscious from out there.
51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Westbrook gets to Adams. It's rebounded by Figueroa. Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
This is it to Gobert. To take the lead. And it's Freak missing.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Durant in the corner. Westbrook against Hayward. Bucket 6.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Okay, guys. Clock is our enemy now. Focus up, know your roles. Trust each other to make the play. Got the look. Take us home.
Figueroa, the pass to Hayward. Here's Gobert. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, this game a tight one and perhaps a little bit more closely contested than people expected.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
He was a beast on the boards tonight, guys. There's nobody else. I think no one in the world that could match his effort.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. Helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
We have the Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. And with the worst record in the NBA. They simply don't have the talent to win. For the Lakers, Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Bryant. Utah also making some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Favors. Burks comes in for Rodney Hood, and Freak subbed in for Burke. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Booker out there with Gobert, and it's Figueroa in at the 1 spot. Here's Williams. Burks pulls it in.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his 3rd season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And that one's good. Freak.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Larry Nance is checked in for Los Angeles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Russell. And Utah with a change here, too. Max checked in.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And he gets the bucket. Freak's got 5.
Really surprised a little bit to see him drift out to the three-point line, but I guess I shouldn't be if you can stroke it like that.
Young with no one around. Off target from outside. Utah has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And the Jazz, another 3.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Williams gets to Clarkson. 1:10 left in the first. On the wing, Nance. Clock at 6. The kick out to Williams. And nothing is falling for him right now. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Oklahoma City.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Booker. Shot from 16. Rebound the Lakers. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, if I was being diplomatic about it, they were a little too aggressive. I mean, in reality, they took far too many fouls, and because of that, they had to go to their bench earlier than they wanted to.
And a wide open look. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the trip.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, Kobe's age, and with the 2 years' worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way? Group for Los Angeles. Young is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Brandon Bass. Then it's Russell. And it's Williams at the 2 guard. That's the Laker 5. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks had a huge game. He finished with 24 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
With the shot, it's rebounded by Bass.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Russell dishes to Williams. Screened by Russell. Young passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Young's shot is off. Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Plus, he only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Nance.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Shelvin Max checked in for the Jazz. Lakers trail by 7. Young up top. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Rebounded by the Jazz.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And so we wrap up the first half.
The score, your Lakers, 35. The Jazz, 42.
Hey, guys, listen.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at. So it's Utah now. And so in the game for the Jazz. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. Then it's Freak. Then there's Alec Burks.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And both free throws good from Freak. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. To the inside, here's Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Favors. The pass to Figueroa. Puts it up from 12. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Wirtz looking for his first basket still in this one. Clarkson gets 3-pointers off the mark.
Move it. Move it.
Favors with the screen. Shot off the screen. That is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Max checked in for the Jazz. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 1-point game, and he gets it to go. 7 points for Williams.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hayward kicks to Freak. Out to the wing. They set the pick. Now the dish to Hayward. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Jazz trail by 3. Mag dishes to Freak. No good. That would have tied it.
You don't want your best shooter even up that shot.
Exactly. Even the top 3-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for taking that shot. You might not think of him as a laser 3-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
From the stripe. It's a big height bounce and goes in. Freak's got 23. Lakers leading by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Over to the wing. Here's Clarkson. Misses the 3.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Roy Hibbert. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Jazz. Freak comes in for Rodney Hood. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
They've got Jordan Clarkson. Randall out there with Kobe. Then it's Russell. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Sacre comes in for Kobe. And Nick Young is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And what's your take, guys, from the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kelly's checked in.
What a night so far for Young. He's got 11 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Meta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. Burke kicks to Freak. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
And the whistle blows as the best counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Jazz trail by 9. Favors with the screen. Dishes it to Gobert. He kicks it to Favors. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Favors has got 4 this quarter. Los Angeles has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Bass with the screen. Young for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. But 3, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Gobert. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead. catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. He told his guys, it's time to turn it up a little and try to make a push. We've worked too hard to come away empty-handed. Let's put this thing away. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And the basket good. And the Lakers lead by 6. Burke with it. Pass to Freak. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Young.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And he gets it to go.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Burke gets to Hayward. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Freak.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Picked by Williams. It's Young on the wing. Puts up a 3. No good. And it's Utah the other way.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he is unable to get the second one. Hayward passes to Burke. Here's Gobert. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Favors, dishes to Burke. No good with the triple. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Figueroa. Cans the 3.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. Roy, what does this sort of grinded-out win say about your basketball team?
We're a tough team. We like to grind wins out, and you know, sometimes it's not always pretty, but we're trying to get the job done. And our bench did a great job of keeping us in there, so I'm really happy.
A great team effort, Roy. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and, God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality
All right.
All right. Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, friend of Freak. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been a dream come true. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I imagined. Though I wouldn't change a thing about this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each filled with stellar talent and all vying to be number one. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionately about the game as I do and have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason above all, I've decided to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Good job. Good choice.
talent they have on that team, they go win a championship this year. We think
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all about living the dream. Yeah. Knowing to be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours.